Hey everyone, so February 2025, it's been wild, right? I mean, all these crypto security issues and scams popping up left and right.
Yeah, it seems like every day there's a new headline.
Exactly. And, we want to help you make sense of it all. So today we're going to dive into one of these events that really shook things up, to kind of see what went wrong and what we can all learn from it.
I think it's a good case study, because it exposes some vulnerabilities that maybe we haven't been thinking enough about.
Right, let's jump right in. We're talking about the hack of the cryptocurrency exchange Bybit.
Big exchange, too.
Huge. Over $1.4 billion with a B stolen.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of that was liquid staked Ether mantle, stake ETH, and some other ERC20 tokens. Just as a quick reminder for anyone who's new to that term, ERC20 tokens are basically a standard for creating and issuing smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain,
And the hacker managed to get control of an ETH cold wallet.
which is supposed to be like the Fort Knox of crypto storage, right?
Exactly. That's what makes this whole thing so unnerving. If a cold wallet can be compromised, well, it makes you question the whole security landscape.
Okay, so let's break down how this actually happened. Bybit's CEO, Ben Zhou, he gave some details, and it's kind of mind-blowing.
What did he say?
So there's this transfer from the exchange's multi-signature wallet to a warm wallet seemed completely legit at first glance.
Multi-sig, that should be pretty secure, right? Like multiple people have to approve it.
Exactly. But get this, hidden in that transfer was malicious code. This code actually changed the smart contract logic like a secret backdoor that let the hacker drain the funds.
Wow. Talk about a sneaky move.
Yeah, it's like a magic trick gone wrong. So, I mean, this all sounds terrifying. Did Zoo say anything about what they're doing to protect other users' funds?
He did. He said that all the other cold wallets are secure and that withdrawals are working normally. So it seems like the breach was contained to that one specific transfer.
Okay, that's something at least.
Right, not a total meltdown.
But still, $1.4 billion, that's got to hurt. Can Bybit even survive this?
Izu says Bybit's still solvent, they can cover the loss. He made it clear that all client assets are fully backed 1.1.
So even if they don't recover the stolen funds, they can still honor their commitments to users.
That's what he's claiming.
Okay, good, because I remember Matt Gox, that was a nightmare for everyone. It's reassuring to hear that Bybit's taking responsibility and saying users' funds are safe.
It's definitely a step in the right direction.
So this Bybit hack, it's not an isolated incident, right? It seems like we're seeing a surge in these kinds of attacks.
Yeah, early 2025 has been rough security incidents, scams. It's all over the place.
Makes you wonder if any platform is truly safe. I mean, if Bybit, a big player, can get hit, what does that mean for smaller exchanges or even just individual users?
That's the question, isn't it? It definitely highlights the challenges of securing digital assets, and it makes you think, are we doing enough?
Right, and it's not just about the technology itself. I mean, human error, social engineering, those are still major factors.
Oh, absolutely. People need to be more aware of the risks and how to protect themselves.
Yeah, like recognizing phishing attempts, strong passwords, being careful about clicking links, all that good stuff.
Even Eliza Labs founder Shaw Walters, his X account got hacked this month.
No way. He had two-factor authentication, right?
Yep, didn't stop them. They used his account to spread scam links.
See, if it can happen to him, it can happen to anyone.
Exactly. It's a good reminder that we all need to be vigilant.
Okay, so amidst all this doom and gloom, is there any reason for optimism? Is there a light at the end of this tunnel?
I think so. The crypto world has always been incredibly resilient. We always seem to bounce back. And these challenges force us to innovate and improve.
So maybe this will lead to even better security measures, stronger protocols, more user awareness?
I think that's the hope. It's an ongoing process, but we're constantly learning and adapting.
So if we zoom out for a minute, what's the bigger takeaway from all of this? What should people really be thinking about?
Well, I think it underscores the fact that crypto is still a young space. It's evolving incredibly fast, which means there are risks, but there's also enormous potential, and we're seeing amazing innovation.
So it's about balancing that potential with the risks.
Exactly. Making informed decisions is key. Do your research, understand the risks, and protect yourself,
Knowledge is power, as they say.
especially in the crypto world.
All right, so before we move on, one final thought for our listeners, something to chew on as they navigate this wild world of cryptocurrency.
Here's a question to consider. Does this event, this Bybit hack, change your perception of the security of cryptocurrency exchanges? And if so, what steps can you take to mitigate those risks in the future?
Yeah, it's a wake-up call for sure for the whole crypto community. I mean, exchanges are working on better security, but clearly there's still work to do.
Oh yeah, definitely a long way to go.
It seems like it's not just the tech either, it's human error too, those social engineering tactics.
Absolutely. That's why user awareness is so crucial. People need to be savvy, recognize phishing attempts, use strong passwords, be careful about clicking on those too good to be true links.
Speaking of which, remember we mentioned Eliza Labs founder Shaw Walters? His X account hacked this month.
Oh yeah, what happened?
He had two-factor authentication enabled and everything, but they still got in.
Really?
Yeah, and they used his account to spread scam links. It's crazy if it can happen to someone like him, it can happen to anyone.
That just shows how sophisticated these hackers are getting. Two-factor isn't foolproof anymore.
So is there any good news here? It feels like the Wild West out there right now, all these risks and scams.
Well, I think there's reason for optimism. The crypto world is nothing if not resilient. We learn from every setback and come back stronger. I think this has led to a renewed focus on security, better protocols, more vigilance.
So you're saying this could be a turning point?
Potentially, it's forcing everyone to step up their game.
Okay, I like that perspective. So stepping back for a sec, what's the big takeaway here?
I think it just underscores the fact that crypto is still relatively young, it's dynamic, it's evolving fast. That means there are inherent risks, but it also means incredible potential and innovation.
So it's a balancing act, right? The potential versus the risks.
Exactly. Informed decisions are crucial. Do your research understand the risks, protect yourself that goes for investing, trading, or just being interested in crypto?
Stay informed, stay safe, right?
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, especially in the crypto space.
Okay, before we wrap up, any final thoughts for our listeners? Something to ponder as they navigate this ever-changing crypto landscape.
Here's a question. Does this Bybit hack change your perception of crypto exchange security? And if so, what steps can you take to mitigate those risks going forward?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but security should always be top of mind.
We all have a role to play in building a more secure future for crypto exchanges, developers, and users.
And the crypto community, we need to work together, share information. That's how we identify vulnerabilities and find solutions.
Transparency is key. When these incidents happen, platforms need to be upfront with users, provide updates, work with security researchers to address the issues.
So what's the path forward for crypto security? What does the future look like?
It's going to take a multifaceted approach, better tech, more robust encryption, stronger security protocols, but also a culture of security awareness, giving users the knowledge and tools they need.
It's not just about the tech, it's about the people using it too.
Exactly. Cryptocurrency has huge potential, but for it to truly thrive, people need to feel confident and secure.
It's a journey for sure. There will be bumps along the road, but the crypto community is resilient. We adapt, we learn.
This is just one chapter in a much bigger story. The key is to keep innovating and learning from our mistakes.
So stay curious, stay informed, stay engaged. This is just the beginning.
The future of crypto is bright, but we all need to work together to shape it responsibly.
Yeah, it really does make you think. I mean, if a platform as established as Bybit can be breached, what does that mean for the rest of us?
Well, I think it's a wake-up call for everyone. We can't just assume that our funds are safe just because we're using a well-known exchange.
So what can we do? I mean, aside from choosing our platforms carefully?
Education is key. We need to be aware of the risks, understand how these attacks happen, and know how to protect ourselves.
Like what specifically? Give us some practical tips.
Well, first off, strong passwords, and I mean really strong, not just your dog's name or your birthday.
Right, got to mix it up with those special characters and numbers.
Exactly, and enable two-factor authentication wherever you can. It's not foolproof, but it adds an extra layer of security.
Okay, what else?
Be wary of phishing attempts. Don't click on links in emails or messages unless you're absolutely sure they're legitimate.
So double check the sender's address, look for any typos, that kind of thing?
Exactly. And if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't fall for those get-rich-quick schemes or promises of guaranteed returns.
Good advice. So what about the role of exchanges themselves? What can they do better?
Well, they need to keep investing in security, implementing the latest technologies, and conducting regular audits.
And being transparent with users about their security measures, right?
Absolutely. Communication is key. If there's a breach, they need to be upfront about it, explain what happened and what they're doing to fix it.
So this incident with Bybit, it's a reminder that security in the crypto world is an ongoing battle.
It's a cat and mouse game. The hackers are constantly evolving, and we need to stay one step ahead.
So it's about being proactive, not reactive.
Exactly. We can't just wait for something to happen. We need to be constantly vigilant, learning from past mistakes, and adapting to new threats.
And I think that's where the crypto community as a whole can play a role, sharing information, collaborating on solutions.
Absolutely. We're all in this together. The more we work together, the stronger we'll be.
So what's your overall outlook on the future of crypto security?
I'm cautiously optimistic. There will always be challenges, but I think we're moving in the right direction. We're learning, we're adapting, and we're building a more secure ecosystem.
So it's not a matter of if another attack will happen, it's a matter of when.
That's the reality. But the key is to be prepared, to have the knowledge, the tools, and the mindset to respond effectively.
And to remember that crypto is still a relatively young technology.
It is, There are growing pains, but the potential is enormous.
So stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay excited about the future of crypto.
Absolutely. This is just the beginning. The best is yet to come.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to all of you for listening. We'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.